Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here today. My name is Kelsey and this is Turkey, and we're going to guide you today through a short and sweet yoga practice that is all about stress relief, down regulating the nervous system, giving yourself a break. It is going to be a very chill, low to the ground, stretchy practice with some therapeutic stuff in there as well. And I'm using a block for this practice. If you do not have a block, you could just do the practice without the block, or if you have something that could kind of emulate this shape, then bring it to your mat and see if it works for you. Otherwise, just don't worry about it. So we're going to begin in a comfortable seat, if I can get Turkey to allow me to stop petting her. And we'll do a little bit of stuff for our neck to start off. So we're going to keep the eyes open for the first little bit of time. If you need to sit on something, please do. And roll the shoulders back and down. Reach up through the crown of your head. You're going to turn your head to the left. And again, keeping your eyes open, notice what you see to your left. And take a couple of breaths. Keeping the eyes open still. If it's comfortable, maybe you send your gaze towards the left also. So like you're looking past your left shoulder, but don't strain the neck too much. Don't strain the eyes too much. Just look as far as is comfortable behind you. And then come back to facing forward. We'll go to the right side. Turn your head to the right, and again, gaze is open, taking in what you see to your right. Shapes, colors, objects, beings. And again, if it's comfortable, keeping the head turned this way and then sending your gaze all the way to the right, so as though you're looking past your right shoulder. Good. Exhale, release, come back to center. Next, we'll turn the head up and look up. Notice what you see above you. What is in your line of sight when you look up? And feel the stretch through the front of the throat. And if it's comfortable, send the gaze past the nose while keeping your face turned upwards. Exhale, let the eyes relax as you bring your head forward. Lastly, we're going to turn the head down. You're going to be looking down at your feet to start. You're just looking down also at whatever else is within your line of sight while you're sending your head to point down. And while keeping your head pointing downward, send your gaze towards the eyebrows or towards the third eye, the center of the forehead. One more breath. Exhale, relax your eyes, lift your chin to parallel, and then we'll do something sort of similar, but we're going to be kind of connecting the dots. So turn your head to the left, and then like you're drawing a line with your nose, send your gaze up. Like you're drawing a line with the nose, send your gaze to the right, turn your head to the right, and turning your head down. So drawing a circle with the nose or with the face, going to the left, up, right, down. One more in this direction. And next time your head is pointing down, reverse, sending your head to turn to the right, to the upwards, left, and downwards. 2 more passes in this direction. Good. Head comes down through center, lifting your chin to parallel once again. Grab your block and we're going to lay down onto our backs. Still doing a little bit of restorative and therapeutics for the neck and the shoulders. You're going to be turning the block kind of on its edge so that it's bouncing at an angle, and the long and sharper edge of the block is going against your occipital ridge. So that's the point where your skull meets your neck. You should feel a nice bit of pressure, and you might kind of need a couple of moments to just make sure that it's exactly where you want it. Depending on how long your hair is, it can kind of get in the way. And I do want to say, if none of that is working, you can just lay the block down on its lowest setting and just rest your head down on the block. So I'm going to take that option today, and letting your hands rest wherever's comfortable. Maybe your feet are planted or your legs are extended, but we're going to turn the head to the right again. This time your eyes can be closed if that's more comfortable for you. And bring your head back through center and turn your head all the way to the left. And so we're kind of massaging the back of the skull, the occipital ridge, going to the right and then going to the left. Take a few more, going to each side. One more to each side. Good. Coming back through center. Reach for the block, lift your head, move the block out of the way. And we'll do a few bridge lifts, and these are really not about getting into a deep back bend, but I want you to think more so about like you're massaging your spine. So bring your arms down beside you. We'll start by flattening out the back. And so you'll want to scoop the tailbone up a little bit. Feel the low back become flush with the mat. Inhale, keep tucking the tailbone upwards as you peel your back off of the mat. Breathing in, rolling up to the base of your neck. So the back of your head and your neck and your shoulders are on the mat, but you're really lifting the sternum towards the chin. And then exhale from the top all the way to the bottom, rolling down. And so this is a very controlled movement. Hips meet the ground last. Peel the tailbone up, inhaling, rolling up your back like a wave, and then exhale, rolling down. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, rolling down. Last one, breathe in. And out. Good. From here, find that scooping upward of the tailbone again, arms resting down beside you, and then send your legs into the air. You can point the toes a little bit or just let the legs be soft. This is a little bit of work for the low abdomen, maybe the thighs of the hip flexors engage some, but for the most part, you should feel relatively at ease and stable. This is really good for the lower back after any back bending. Take another breath here. Exhale, bend your knees, widen the knees towards the shoulders. Reach through the insides of the legs for maybe your ankles or your feet somewhere, and find a happy baby pose. So your thighs come down towards your ribs, you're pressing your lower back into your mat, enjoying this good stretch for the hips, the groin. You could rock a little bit side to side if that feels good. Come back through center stillness. One more breath here. Exhale, let go of what you were holding on to. Legs come back together, and then you can rock side to side to eventually roll over to one side and pick yourself up, coming back to a seat. If it's comfortable, we're going to begin to rock up and down the length of the spine, creating some momentum. Again, like you're massaging your back. Eventually building enough momentum to sit up, and then maybe scooting back on your mat slightly, soles of the feet together, knees apart. You can have the heels go a little bit further away from you for this variation. We're going to hold on to the ankles or the shins. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, pull the heart forward and down. Elbows pull back, head gets heavy. If you feel like you need some support in the upper body, you could bring forearms or hands in front of you. Or you could just let gravity take over, releasing through the back of your neck. Next inhale, lift your head, lift your heart, come all the way up through to upright. And then we'll simply extend the right leg long, pull the left foot in, going into another forward fold, a nice passive head to knee pose. Breathe in, lift the heart, maybe a bend of the knee. Exhale, fold over the right leg any amount. Let gravity do most of the work. Breathe in, lift your head. Exhale, walk yourself back up. Let's just switch out the legs, nice and simple. Breathe in, find length. Exhale, lean forward any amount. Maybe there's a bend of the knee. Head can be heavy. Noticing what comes up in the silence and the stillness. Making this time about calming down, relaxing, even resting, even though we're not being totally still, we're having some movement. But letting yourself have a little reset. Breathing in, lift your head. Exhale, walk your hands in, come back to upright. And then we can turn to face the long edge of the mat, or I can turn to face the long edge of the mat. You can face whichever is most comfortable, taking a couple of spinal twists, your right fingertips behind you, left hand to your left thigh. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale to twist. Maybe you send the gaze back behind you. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release the twist. Other side, right hand, left thigh, left fingertips behind. Breathe in, lift the heart. Reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale, look forward and release forward. One more seated posture, side bend. Your right hand comes down beside you. Inhale, lift the arm alongside your left ear, and then exhale, lean towards the right, any amount. Next, inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, left hand down beside you. Now the right arm up and over alongside the right ear. Side body stretch. Good. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take the arms out in front. You could either roll over the knees, coming forward, or if it's more comfortable, you can lean to one hip, swing the legs around, come through table, just for a few rounds of cat and cow. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, lift the sits bones, drop the belly, lift the head. Heart is pulling forward. Exhale, round your spine, navel pulls up, chin towards your throat. Breathe in for your cow pose, Bitalasana. Exhale, cat pose, Marjariyasana. A few more. Move with your breath. The breath starts first and then the movement comes. Last one here. Inhale back to neutral. Widen your knees, big toes touch. Send the hips towards the heels, reach the arms forward. Melt your heart and your head down towards the mat. Relaxing the shoulders, softening through the pelvic bowl and all of the muscles around the hips and the low back. Take another breath in here. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, shift forward. Bring the legs to one side and simply roll yourself over and onto your back. Coming up on our last couple of postures here. And just getting into the hips a little bit more. You can cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Maybe you keep your right foot down, or maybe you pull the legs in closer, holding on to your right leg somewhere. Even though your arms might be holding on to your leg, see if you can soften a little bit through the arms, shoulders. Take another breath. Exhale, set your right foot down, uncross the left ankle, just go right to the second side, right ankle over the left thigh, maybe staying here or pulling the legs in. And once again, softening the shoulders, relaxing the neck, the jaw. One more breath. And exhale, setting your feet down. Open your arms out into a T shape or a cactus shape. Widen your feet to the edges of the mat. And on an inhale, both of your knees can rock to the left and your head can turn to the right. Inhale, come up through center with your head and your knees. And exhale, both knees go to the right and your head turns to the left. Do this a couple more times. Breathe in center. Exhale, knees left, head right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees right, head left. Last one. Breathe in center. Exhale, knees left, head right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees right, and turn your head left. Breathing in, coming back through center. And then if there's any other movements or postures that you need before taking rest, take time for that now. But when you're ready, set yourself up for a short little Savasana, a moment of stillness to just be in this newfound sense of calm that you may have cultivated for yourself, giving yourself a little bit of spaciousness. You'll hear my voice when it's time to come back. Enjoy your rest. Take another big breath in. Sigh it out. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, waking your body up, maybe taking a big stretch from fingers to toes. When you're ready, big breath in and out. Planting your feet down, pulling your knees in, roll over to one side, and make your way up to a comfortable seat in your own time. No rush. When you arrive in your seat, sit up tall. Exhale, relax any hard edges here. And just take another moment to observe how you feel at the end of your practice. And connect to a sense of gratitude for the practice and for yourself for choosing to do the practice. That's the hard part most of the time, and you did that. With gratitude in our hearts, palms together in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra, closing with one chant of Om. When you're ready, take a breath in. Exhale to chant Om. Thank you all so much for being here for this practice, for sharing your practice with me and trusting me to guide you. I hope that it served you well and that you can have a beautiful rest of your day with a little bit more ease. Please let me know how it went for you in the comments below. Let me know if you have any suggestions or requests for future classes, and I hope that we can practice together again very soon. Thank you. Namaste.